afternoon, everyone. Thank you for coming to this session. My name is Julie Niehoff. I'm the Senior Regional Development Director for Constant Contact, which is a company based in Waltham, Massachusetts, right outside of Boston. How many of you know what Constant Contact is? Great. We are sponsoring this session, so I'm going to take 2 seconds to tell you what Constant Contact is for those of you that don't know, and then we'll go right into the content of this session. Constant Contact is an email marketing service. That's what we're best known for. But we're also an online survey service. We're an event marketing service. We're a social media marketing service. And we really are about engagement tools for small business and nonprofits specifically. And I say that because of our price point and because of our ease of use. Large companies, enterprise systems can use our tools for sure. But our real sweet spot is organizations that don't want to spend more than $15 or $30 a month, which typically is a popular point for small business and nonprofits. Who in the room is a small business or planning to be? Any nonprofits? Anyone feel like you should have raised your hand for nonprofit even though you're a for-profit business? It's a tough year, I understand that. So we're going to spend the next about 30, 40 minutes together talking about engagement marketing, engagement strategies, engagement best practices, not specifically about Constant Contact, though I'll show you a couple of samples that include some tools that Constant Contact has. Other services have similar tools. So everything I'm talking about today, you should be able to apply to your marketing and what you're doing, regardless of what tools you're using. Obviously, we would love to have you as a customer, but it's not my job to get you to become a customer. My whole job at Constant Contact is education, networking, helping, being a part of local success. I live here in Austin. How many of you live here in Austin or close enough to drive here? Great. I know some people flew in for this specific event. I cover the state of Texas. I go to Oklahoma and Arkansas every once in a while, but there are 22 of us across the country giving free classes all the time for small business and nonprofits, teaching you how to grow your business, how to grow your community. How many of you already have a community that's growing? Great. Anybody planning to start one? What you may not realize is if you are a business operating and you have clients, you already have community. So let's talk about how to leverage that and how to grow that. My role at the company, being education, means that if you ask me specific questions about Constant Contact, I can tell you about the tools. I can absolutely answer your question. But my role today is more about having you leave feeling kind of inspired and empowered, knowing you understand what engagement marketing is and how to grow your business and how to grow your role as a resource in the community so that you are the hub, so that when my need for what you do comes along, you are who comes to mind. That's the whole point of marketing, right? The whole point of marketing is becoming the resource, to build the resource relationship so that you grow your influence, and I, in turn, am able to help you do that by sharing this information. So we're going to get started. I will tell you that if you want a copy of these slides, I'm happy to provide them to you. I just need a business card. You are not joining a marketing list by giving me your card. I promise you'll get one email from me, and that's it. You'll get one email with a link to download the slides, and I thank you very much for coming. A couple of other links, if you choose to click, up to you, but you have not joined a marketing list by doing that. So engagement strategies for building a better community. Okay, this computer's deciding to do something different. I'll just click it, close that. I'm sure I want to exit. Okay, we'll start over for the video. Engagement strategies for building a better community. And as I said a second ago, you already have community. If you have clients, if you have a list of clients, if you have any followers on Twitter, if you have friends on Facebook, you are already building a community. You may not be thinking of it that way, but growing your sphere of influence by accessing the sphere of influence of those on your list is what building a community is about in a very technical way. It's kind of list engagement, list building, but that's not very personal. It doesn't feel good. You probably wouldn't come into this room if I said this is about growing your list. It's really not, right? It's about building relationships. And the more authentic and genuine those relationships are, the faster your business and your community will grow. And you can use tools like a Constant Contact and other email marketing tools and online surveys, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, all those good ooey gooey internet tools that are inexpensive, sometimes often easy and free to use, to grow your influence and to grow your community in a very authentic, genuine way. It's an organic growth, and it feels good to everyone on both sides. This is my contact information, and I'm providing it to you in case you want to reach to me. I'll point out there's no phone number because I teach classes like this all the time. I've taught this to about 40,000 people, and if I give my phone number out, Sprint gets a little mad. So I don't give my phone number out, but if you email me, I will call you back or email you back. No worries. All right. So you're here to learn about how to grow a community, and a better community is in the title, but I need to know what you think a better community looks like. Obviously, you want more people, but are you running a business? Are you trying to drive revenue? I actually want an answer. This is not hypothetical. Are you trying to drive revenue with your communities? Yes, no, raise your hand maybe. Yes. Are you not interested in revenue? You're just trying to grow the list and get more people? Let me know. How many of you are on LinkedIn right now? Not right now, but in general. How many of you are using Facebook to grow your community, your business, your list for business? Okay. How many of you are using Twitter? Anyone here hate Twitter? Never going to use Twitter no matter what I say about Twitter? It's okay. I've embraced that too. I'm married to someone who hates Twitter. It's okay. I'm not here to tell you what tools to use. I'm here to tell you how to use those tools regardless of what tools you use. It's about the thought process behind it. So we're really talking about marketing, and why do we market? We market because we want more. We want more customers. We want more members. We want more engagement, more revenue maybe. We want more influence in the community. You want more resources available to you, more of everything. And marketing is about raising your level of influence so that you have access to more, and more importantly, so that you can give access to more. When you give access, your influence becomes bigger and more authentic and real. So I know that everyone here probably has a website already. Are you all already on the web? You have a presence? Yes? 5 years ago, who had a website? Show of hands, 4 or 5 people. 10 years ago, who had a website? Strangely, more people. I love Austin. I love Austin. No worries, no worries. Okay, 15 was my next, so you're the sole hand. Oh, 20 years ago. Put your hands down. 19 and a half years ago is when we got the web. I'm teasing. And actually, prior to that, we did have the internet. We just didn't have the World Wide Web. When people say the World Wide Web, what they are really referring to is when pictures and colors and links became a part of it. When it became something that actual, regular, normal people wanted to look at and interact with, rather than one color, monochromatic screen, no links, no interaction, no give and take. And the rise of social media, the rise of social, meaning the rise of people actually participating in the conversation, has grown like wildfire, and it has changed the paradigm for marketing. And it's in favor of small organizations, small businesses, small nonprofits, and smaller communities that are seeking to grow. It's not about staying small, but it's absolutely in your best interest to leverage social to make your voice, your face heard, and you have an advantage over big boxes. You have an advantage over huge corporations because you can be the face of your company. You can actually be the authentic, genuine face of your company. Now, Michael Dell maybe is a great example of an authentic face that you might picture when you think of Dell, a major corporation. But they started small, and they leveraged his ability to be a resource in the community, and that's why you know him. You have that same power at your access right now to grow your influence using your face, using who you really are, and granting access to what you have access to. The changes in marketing can be shown with these 2 triangles. There's traditional marketing, and there's new marketing or engagement marketing. Traditional marketing is traditional, and we all have used it. It's about reaching to strangers. That's why it's big on top. You're reaching to as many people as you can. It's very expensive. Traditional marketing is about buying advertising, buying radio spots, buying ads in the newspaper, direct mail. Anybody here doing direct mail? I am not here to tell you not to do these things. If they are working for you, absolutely keep doing them. I am here to talk to you about how expensive they are and how difficult it is to track. It's very difficult to track the success of the numbers game. When you are doing traditional marketing and advertising, what you're doing is reaching to as many strangers as you can, right? Because that's standard sales numbers game. We all play it. Anyone who's ever had a sales job knows that you keep trying to call more people because a certain percentage say yes. And you keep trying to make the funnel larger so that you can call more people so you can get more people, just as a numbers game, to say yes, right? So when you are reaching and spending all of your time, your money, and your energy to reach to strangers, prospecting, you are converting a certain percentage, but at the end of that marketing day, you have way less time, money, and energy left to keep people engaged, get them to come back, go back and make sure they got what they wanted, genuinely actually invest in the success of your relationship with them, let them know that you're investing in that by having a real relationship and managing a real relationship that is authentic and human. Human is big. So traditional marketing is about reaching to strangers. I call it the Super Bowl commercial model, because if you could, you would probably buy a Super Bowl commercial. You'd reach millions of people, it's great exposure, and you would convert a certain percentage of those people into customers or members of your community, just by a standard sales numbers game. But at the end of that day, it would be very difficult to keep those customers because so much of your time, money, and energy went to the reach. Enter the internet, enter social media, enter less expensive, easier to use tools, email marketing, online surveys, event marketing, things like that. And now you have flipped the funnel. You flip the funnel and you start reaching on a regular basis with relevant, valuable information and offers to people who already know you, people that have already done business with you. They recognize you, they like you, typically, and I don't mean that in a Facebook-like way, although Facebook likes matter, but more in terms of genuine human emotion. They like you and respect you. They want to hear from you. When you engage those people, and actually that's a re-engagement, right? They're not a new customer. They already know you. They, if you're doing it right, will tell more people, and you will convert more people than you're reaching to if you're doing it right. Hopefully, by the end of this talk, you'll feel like you at least have an idea of what doing it right means.